Hey guys, my name is Mina and I have a small collection of rare houseplants. I've been having a little bit of trouble with fungus gnats, so I'm making this video in hopes that I can share some tips and tricks with you. In this video I'll be using neem oil to drench my soil so that I can kill the fungus gnats in their larva state, I think is what it's called, when they have their eggs inside the soil. So pretty much I'm trying to catch them before they turn into the adult bodies, which is the flying, annoying insects. I've already pre-mixed the actual mixture that I'll be putting into the soil, and I'm going to be treating all of my plants that I have. It should be pretty easy, and I'm hoping that this will just work in the first try, but if not, I'll be reapplying it in the future, probably a week from now, just to see. I'm not too worried about the adult ones, just because they're just going to die. They're either going to keep putting eggs into the soil, and I'm just going to keep killing them that way, or they'll just kind of fly out. I'm not too worried because I don't have too many of them right now. I probably have 5 or 6 flying around. It's really just more so to keep it from getting even worse. It should be fairly easy, so let's do it.
So what I picked up was a concentrated form of neem oil. It's Azadirachtin. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's essentially what's inside neem oil that is the insecticide. You need, for the amount of water I have, which is 1.53 liters, I put in 0.8 tablespoons. You normally would need, I think, 2 per gallon, so I just did a little bit of quick and difficult math and mixed it up. And this is for the fun part. So this is the small collection that I do have with me here. I do have a couple plants at home, but this is just the bulk of it. And we're just gonna literally dive right in and start drenching the soil. First up is the pink princess. You want to be able to get it saturated enough so that the water gets all the way to the bottom, but not so that it's like overflowing, obviously. And all of these have holes at the bottom, all the containers do, so it'll drain through with no issues, hopefully. I am going to put a little catcher in the bottom, though I don't want to get neem oil all over this table. So I'm just going to continuing to pour until it looks saturated enough. You just kind of have to eyeball it, and there I go, making a mess. This is the Moonlight, the Philodendron Moonlight, and the Philodendron Prince of Orange baby starter plants that I have. Picked those up a couple months ago, but they haven't really been doing anything. Monstera deliciosa was up next, and both of these are actually elephant ears. One of them obviously variegated and the other one not. I'm really hoping that this helps not just with the fungus gnats in general, but just disinfecting the soil in general. I know that neem oil is generally a pretty good insecticide to use. This is the second batch. The first one just wasn't quite enough, unfortunately, so I'm just doing the same mixture again, a little bit less than a tablespoon into the 1.53 liters. And it looks like they're all pretty much already draining through, so that's good. The actual neem oil, which is from General Hydroponics, came with this guide, and it tells you exactly how much you need to mix. I did have to do some math, like I mentioned earlier, but it's pretty easy. And honestly, with neem oil, it's usually put like personal preference on the concentration that you want to use. I think what I did was based off of the 2 tablespoons, which is 0.8 concentration. It doesn't really matter. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter just because neem oil is gentle enough as it is. And mixing it is super easy. I used filtered water, but I think you can just use tap water. I don't really think it matters too much unless you have some really sensitive plants, which I don't. And then once you give it a good shake, you're pretty much good to go. I'm not going to use it on the smaller plants that you see just because they're not really established yet, and I haven't noticed any fungus gnats coming out of them. They also don't have great drainage, and I don't want them to just sit with the neem oil at the bottom, and as good as it is, you definitely don't want it hanging around too much. I also had an option of changing the soil one by one with every pot, but that just seemed kind of crazy, and I just don't want to do that unless it's kind of a last resort kind of thing. This is my guinea plant. I forget what the actual name is, but guinea's definitely one of the names in there. But this plant's really difficult. I hate pouring things into hanging plants. Like, this is a self-watering pot, so I didn't want to put too much, and it sucks. But look, you can see them flying out as I'm pouring them in. It's gross. I'm just so over these things. This is the Philodendron Brazil, I think. Rio or Brazil, it's either one. I propagated it from a larger plant, that's why it's a little bit smaller, but I'm hoping it'll trail down sooner. And you can still see them flying out. Like, oh my gosh, so annoying. This is a variegated monstera that I have. I'm just gonna add a little bit more because the first one, that's exactly where I ran out, so I just wanted to add a little bit more. The fiddle I don't think needs any, just because I let it dry out completely for at least a couple days in between waterings, so I haven't noticed too many fungus gnats, and it's a well-established plant, so this should be okay. And definitely gonna add some to my second philodendron pink princess. This one is a troublemaker for sure. Well, I hope this video was informative, helpful, easy peasy. I don't know. This is my Crimson Queen. She has a little bit more drainage, so that's why I decided to add a little bit to this one. But she's fairly new. I just picked her up maybe a couple days ago, so I don't think she's been affected too much yet. It's really just these in the back, these three in the back. That's where I noticed the most. And I think it's just due to it being larger pots, so they stay wet for a lot longer. So this runoff that we have, I'm just gonna pour that back into the pot. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, and I don't want to waste the oil. But yeah, I hope that was easy enough for you guys, and let me know if you try it yourself or if you have other best practices that you have. I'm always open to trying new things. This monstera is my prized possession. I thought I would have it end the video for us. But thank you so much, you guys, and I'll catch you next time.